This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
Welcome to Boomer Life on CL 650. I'm Joanne Sutton. Today we're speaking with Jim Doyle, Senior Financial Consultant with Investors Group Financial Services. And we're talking about ways to start the new year armed with fresh perspective. Look forward to starting 2016 on the right track, financially speaking. So, Jim, I appreciate the rich perspective that you're bringing to the conversations today on account of all the designations that you hold. You are a certified financial planner, a chartered life underwriter, a registered trust and estate practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, as well as a certified international wealth manager. You're also a graduate of the UBC Sauder School of Business Family Enterprise Advisor Program. So I get a sense that all of these designations help you to help others make better financial decisions.
You know, a recent FPSC survey of 1,000 Canadians found that 87% wish they had made better financial decisions earlier in life. A recent panel of retirees were asked to share their feelings about how they got to their retirement, what decisions they made, both good and bad, and where they stand today. Most notably, tips they wish they knew when they were 24. So here goes. Number 1, start early, not late.
Just like as easy as that?
Absolutely. While many of these retirees said they made mistakes, they were fortunate enough to make up for their past errors. So as to not starting early enough, most of them said that they would have more than made up for any bad decisions had they started early enough.
Well, I'll bet that these three were on their list. Cut spending, invest wisely for the long term, and have a plan.
Beautiful words. One point that they did make was that the mathematics is obvious, but the psychology was not. Like a ship in the ocean, when the winds pick up, without periodic course corrections, you may find yourself at a destination that looks quite different from what you thought you were headed to. A good financial plan allows for this.
Okay, so then what are some of the common characteristics that you've seen of successful planners?
Well, I might be biased in this perspective, but I think the best financial planners love what they do, and it really shows. They love serving the clients they work with. They love the wealth management process they've created that offers real value. The best financial advisors know exactly who their clients are and aren't. This sounds obvious, but it isn't easy. You have to have the courage to avoid potential clients who do not fit and remain laser focused on working with clients who understand this. Elite advisors diligently set goals and expectations of their clients, periodically and consistently referring to them regularly in terms of what is expected of them and their advisors, and not beholding to any cookie-cutter or paint-by-number approaches in what they offer.
Well, that's great advice. So how could a planner help someone just like me?
I think a great place to start from is that everybody makes mistakes, but not everybody learns from them. I think people struggle with fully acknowledging and embracing errors, which is essential to avoid repeating them. Smart, successful people are by no means immune to making mistakes. They simply have the tools in place to learn from them.
Some mistakes are so tempting that we all probably make them at one point or another in our lives, but what are some of the most common ones?
Well, believing in someone or something that's too good to be true, well, it probably is. Another is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, as is operating without a budget.
Well, we've actually been talking about budgets a fair bit. Why is this such a key item to address?
I don't think you can experience financial freedom until you work within a budget, making thoughtful choices about what you want and need, understanding where your money is going. Having a budget isn't just about making sure that you have enough to pay the bills. Budgets establish discipline, which is a real foundation for financial success.
Financial discipline can be hard to come by all by oneself. What are some other areas that people might be making planning mistakes around?
A few more are losing sight of the big picture, and another one which can be hard to do sometimes, delaying gratification. Life is all about the big picture. When you lose sight of it, everything suffers.
I think it's only natural, Jim, that we dream big, but might lack a little planning on the steps necessary to get what we want, especially if it's in the future and we can't envision what future numbers look like.
Like most people, you have hopes and dreams and life goals for yourself and your family. Financial planning is the process of wisely managing your finances so that you can make the most of the financial resources that you have to achieve your financial goals.
Okay, Jim, let's get into some specifics, maybe some basics. What do you do to help clients with their financial planning needs?
Set realistic financial and personal goals. Address their current financial health by examining their assets, liabilities, incomes, insurance, taxes, and estate plan. Develop a realistic, comprehensive plan to meet their financial goals by addressing their financial weaknesses and building on financial strengths. Help put a plan into action and monitor its progress. Stay on track to meet changing goals, changing personal circumstances, changing stages of their life, as well as markets and tax laws.
So how do you know if you could actually benefit from the services of a qualified financial planner?
That's a great question. You may not have the expertise, the time, or the desire to actively plan and manage certain financial aspects of your life. You may want help getting started, and sometimes you may benefit from an objective, third-party perspective on what are often emotional, difficult decisions.
So from your perspective, Jim, can you give us some ideas on events that might prompt you to see the services of a planner?
Sure, and there's probably a few of the more common ones that I see. Saving enough for retirement or making it last. Handling an inheritance or large sum of money or other unexpected financial windfall. Preparing for a marriage or a divorce. Facing a financial crisis, such as a serious layoff or illness. Caring for aging parents or a disabled child. Coping financially with the death of a spouse or a close family member, and buying, selling, or passing on a family business.
I think there might be some confusion as to the different roles in various financial providers. A genuine financial planner can help you address a variety of financial needs, not just investments, just insurance, or just taxes.
Where I differ is that I think it's important to speak to clients' understanding. I've come to believe that when you really care about the clients you work with as a financial planner, your job is to protect them from themselves, succumbing to greed and fear in their investment decisions and procrastination in planning or their savings decisions. Choosing a financial planner is just as important as choosing a doctor or a lawyer. Working with a financial planner, it's a very personal relationship. It's helpful to know if they specialize in working with certain types of clients, such as small business owners, retirees, divorce, or asset management.
Jim, I actually connect with your message about the importance of working with an advisor who understands your specific needs. So as we move into 2016, what a great time to talk about new year, new you. Set yourself on a path to financial success in the new year. Re-examine your financial habits and make it a resolution to grow your financial literacy skills. But don't make that resolution on New Year's Eve, right?
Make it a goal. So here's a final message, if I could. It's not just about choosing investments. Financial planning involves finances and money and family. And of course, we want to talk about the 3 T's. Time to do the research and anticipate the tax consequences. Technique, knowing what you're doing with knowledge. And of course, temperament, emotional control.
Confidence in your own financial situation and your option goes a long way to helping create a better outcome. You are listening to Boomer Life on CL650. I'm Joanne Sutton. Today we've been speaking with JimDoyle, Senior Financial Consultant with Investors Group. To learn how JimDoyle helps financially comfortable Canadians, I encourage you to give him a phone call. Easy as this, 604-682-5431. And as we head into a brand new year, if you're not where you want to be financially, there's one more reason to give Jim a phone call. 682-5431. 5431. Jim, thank you very much for joining us today and some great tips for 2016.
Thanks, Joanne.
I'm Joanne Sutton. Thanks for joining us. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.